Welcome back to MMA Al Dente. I'm here to talk about Jamie Mullarkey versus Muhammad Naimov. Naimov is stepping in on very short notice, replacing Guram Kutateladze. Fuck. Guram is, I think, dealing with visa issues or something. It sucks no matter what it is, but I guess at least it's not his health. Either way, I can't wait to see that guy fight. But credit to Muhammad Naimov, stepping up on very short notice here. He's also moving up in weight. He's a 45er, and that's why he's giving up 3 inches of height and 4 inches of reach to Jamie Mullarkey, who's, I think, a decent-sized lightweight to begin with. But Muhammad is 28 years old. He's got a record of 8-2 as a pro. His 8 wins include 4 knockouts or TKOs, 2 submissions, 2 decisions, and the 2 losses both come by decision. He's never been finished, obviously, just 2 losses by decision. But I do have worries about his vulnerability, his durability. He looked like he could have been stopped in the Colin Anglin fight on the Contender Series. That's one of his 2 losses. He was beaten up in that fight. Looked like he could have been stopped with punches on the feet. But he survived. Credit to him, and he was still going for it in the final round, still trying, even though, again, largely getting his ass kicked. But at the end of that, you could definitely not deny that he is tough and pretty gritty. But he didn't have anything for Colin Anglin, and he certainly looked vulnerable on the feet. He's also been knocked down by this guy, Sean Brown. He ended up beating him after hitting a reversal. The guy kind of melted right away. But still, Sean Brown cracked him with a big right hand, put him on his ass, and then looked like he was going to overwhelm him on the ground. But Naimov kept his composure, and like I said, hit a reversal, took over the fight immediately. He's got a victory over this guy, I forget his first name, but Nudayev, 2 fights ago. And he lost that fight. That was a robbery. It's a split decision victory, but it's a robbery. It was close enough, but not close enough, like under the 10-point must system. I don't see how he won 2 rounds. And judging the fight in totality, I still think he lost. But that's the only way you could make the case, because I think that was just a bad decision. Either way, he did his best work in round 3 in that fight, and he was kind of smothered largely, but he was throwing down in the little in-between moments. He will throw down. Naimov, and he's got good power. He got a big knockout in his last fight over this guy Dylan Schulte with a head kick. It's a beautiful head kick, but the guy's been knocked out a few times, and he's got a 500 record on the regional scene, so it is what it is. Naimov's other loss comes to Oliver Murad in a 5-round fight. It was a close enough fight, but I did think he lost, and I do think he fell off badly in round 5. He didn't get dominated really, but he definitely lost that round. And it was the only round in which he was conceding takedowns. Not that he conceded too many, but he was taken down. And it just seemed like he was not looking to even dictate the pace. He was pretty much in, gas out mode. And he did gas out, but he made it the distance, lost the decision. Still, it's good that he went 5 rounds, even in a losing effort. But here against Jamie Mullarkey, I think he's got to crack Jamie Mullarkey. I think he's got to knock him out. Jamie Mullarkey, if I can get my Jamie Mullarkey notes ready. Whatever the fuck those are. Yeah, I did the Jamie Mullarkey notes for the Guram Kutateladze fight, so he's over here. Jamie Mullarkey, 16-5, 28 years old. He has 3 losses by TKO, or knockout, and 2 losses by decision. He lost the decisions to Brad Riddell and Faraz Ziam in the UFC, and he also was knocked out by Jalen Turner a year and a half ago or so. Volkanovski before he got to the UFC. Volkanovski cracked him with a big right hand, and this guy Luke Kudabig beat him with elbows. Wanted to see that fight, never have. But I've seen the other ones. Look, he's vulnerable himself, Jamie Mullarkey. He's definitely vulnerable. Again, I always say this type of shit, but if you told me he lost 5 fights in the next however many years, I'd guess that at least 2 of them were by knockout. I mean, look at his first 5. He's got 3 of them by knockout. My point is, I just think it's going to be a potential weakness moving forward. But here in this fight, I'm favoring Jamie Mullarkey to win. It's just with everything considered and the size and the short notice on top of the records and, the fighting style, I think Jamie Mullarkey should win this fight. He should. He's the bigger guy. Jamie Mullarkey can mix it up. He's got good hands. He can bully you in the clinch using his size, and he can hit takedowns as well. I don't think Jamie Mullarkey is going to have any real big advantage in this fight, where it's just he's got his number. He's got Naimov's number, but I do expect him to be pretty much better everywhere. The guy Naimov is just he looks too limited to me, and I put his chances at knockout. I'd hate to say he's got a puncher's chance because it makes it sound like it's got to be a fluke. He can get it done, no doubt about it, and might be worth betting on it when I see the odds. But I'm expecting Jamie Mullarkey to be a big favorite, and I'm picking Jamie Mullarkey to win. If his chin doesn't fail him, Jamie Mullarkey's shown to have a good work rate at the UFC level, going 15 minutes. And yeah, I know, you could argue he lost the Michael Johnson fight, but still, he's shown it plenty of times in winning and losing efforts at a higher level than Muhammad Naimov. And again, with the short notice and everything else, in a 3-round fight, I really expect Mullarkey to just be better, especially in rounds 2 and 3. I think he'll pull ahead. I'm expecting takedowns, but even on the feet, he's the bigger, stronger man. Mullarkey can crack as well. He's got big knockouts in the UFC, even if they're over chinnier guys like Kama Worthy. But he did knock out Devontae Smith with a beautiful right hand in the 2nd round. I think Jamie Mullarkey should win this fight, and he is my pick. Like, share, subscribe, all that horse shit. Check out my other videos.